Hi, Greg James from Greg James Fishing World. Catch it, cook it, eat it. Today we're going to show you how to smoke some simple, true Aussie eucalypt flavoured smoked fish. First thing you do is prepare your solution. Today we've made a mixture of just fresh water in a bowl with some ordinary salt. You'd add about 2 cups of salt to the water. I've already started this preparation. And the pièce de résistance, some plain brown sugar. Sugar, you say? Why are we using brown sugar? Well, we're doing it for a couple of reasons. One is the flavour, one is the colour, and one is the preserving of the fish, which the salt also helps. So we've tipped equal amounts of brown sugar and table salt into the solution. We stir it, and you can see I've started preparing this a little bit earlier, and the solution's quite viscous and quite thick, if you like, so it's more than just the thinness of normal water. And you stir that around. It's not heated water, it's cold water, cold fresh water, until all that salt and that brown sugar is dissolved. Today I'm using quite small salmon trout. I've also used some big fish, which I'll show you in a moment. This would work with salmon, herring, tommy ruffs, mackerel, fish like that, even barramundi. It hasn't been scaled or had its head taken off, it's just been gutted, as we say, and it's an Australian baby salmon trout, and you can smoke this fish whole. Into the solution goes Mr. Trout. The fish has to be in that briny solution for at least 24 hours. So when you're smoking the fish, the first tip, other than the concoction I've just made, is to leave it in the fridge for 24 hours. Earlier today, I cleaned up some bigger salmon. Look at the size of those salmon cutlets. Again, not scaled, not cleaned in any other way other than had its gizzards removed. And what I do is I place them all together like that into the salt water and brown sugar solution. They remain there for 24 hours. Well, look at this. The next step is to choose your wood chips. And you'll look at this and say, my goodness, that's a big chip. Well, it certainly is. It's eucalyptus, which is the Australian gum tree. You can use mesquite, oak, other types of timber. But my trick is where the wood itself has a very low ignition point, you need to soak it in water. And that's been in there for about 3 hours. The reason it's in there and making it all soaked and wet is you don't want the thing to ignite. So you've got to make sure the wood is well and truly wet. So you give it a hot Weber here with the coals that have been all burnt down to something we're about to put our wet chips on. So be very, very careful. You lift the tray out, we'll place these on the hot coals, which will create the smoke, and then the fish goes on the tray and into the Weber. So you add as much as you like on this, just on there like that, so that the water drips over the coals and makes it all wet and a little bit slippery. So in it goes, all these wet chips that I've been soaking for the last few hours. Now I'm just putting the fish on the hot plate to smoke it. Spread them around evenly for the weight distribution and the smoke to infuse the fish, the flesh. A little bit to the centre away from the coals is a good trick. And you're ready. Beautiful wafting smell of eucalyptus smoke. It smells delicious already. All the vents are open, bottom and top. I put it in there for at least an hour so that the fish cooks thoroughly, and we'll come back and have a look in a few moments and just see how we've gone. Beautiful smoked salmon cutlets. They've been in there about an hour and 20 minutes. It's got a little bit more time to go. You can see that the chips are there burning through slowly. They're pieces of eucalyptus, and the fire started because of the extra oxygen, so we need to put that out. So we put the top over the kettle and shut off the vents, and that fire will slowly decrease and go out through lack of oxygen, and we'll be back to the smoking. I reckon another 15 to 20 minutes and she'll be ready to go. Oh, it smells beautiful. Look at those, Sean. Good. They do. So they're all hot smoked salmon cutlets, which I'll just take off this hot plate, pull it off nice and gently. Look at that, breaking apart, falling apart.
Yum.
Still warm. And this is one of the tail pieces. You can see there are a few bones in salmon, but all fish has bones. But these are really delicious. And the great thing about this is it's got this beautiful smoky flavour of smoked fish, but also the lovely white flesh of inside the main part of the fish. I don't know where Sean is, but I reckon I might just try and eat as much of this as I can before
I'm here.
Oh, sorry mate, I didn't see you there. Look, come and join us. I've actually reserved this piece especially for you. As you can see, Sean's pulling it apart. Just finger food, that sort of thing. A little bit of bush tucker in the suburbs of Adelaide.
That is truly delicious.
It is nice, isn't it?
I can't believe that smoky flavour.
It is good, yeah.
It's still so juicy.
Well, that's the point here. It's like you're getting a baked fish, but with a smoky flavour.
Yeah.
So you can do mackerel, which which is not normally a table fish, because you know it's going to taste just like this.
That is amazing.
Cheers.
Yes.
So there we are, Australian smoked salmon with a hot smoke. Easy to do. Have a great weekend everyone. Tight lines.